Good morning, Internet, and today I am going to take a quick look at Dark Souls 3 and give you my first impressions of the game. And I was very excited for this game to come out. I couldn't wait until 6 p.m. on yesterday, when Steam released it, to jump in there and see what it's all about. And my initial impressions are the game is definitely it's a bit different than Dark Souls 2. It's definitely harder so far, and you know how every Dark Souls game, well, if you've never played a Dark Souls game, they usually start off with some sort of entry boss, just to kind of get your feet wet, get a taste for the game. And the one in Dark Souls 3 is definitely a lot tougher than any one in the past, at least I felt. And I started the game as a cleric, because that's typically what I choose in Dark Souls 2, and I was like, well, I know the character fairly well, so let's see how it works in Dark Souls 3. Well, with my playstyle, a cleric to start off with didn't work out very well, so I went with a knight, which is a little cheesy. I know it's a little beginner-ish, because the knight in Dark Souls 3 starts off with a shield that has 100% physical block damage, which is amazing and really trivialized that first entry boss that you come across. I was able to beat him in a matter of about 30 seconds with the knight, and it took me about 5 tries with the cleric. But I'm pressing on with the knight because I want to get deep into the game on PC, because I also have the game on PS4. And it's a really good thing that I bought the game on PC, because Amazon has just alerted me that my game for the PS4 won't actually be here until tomorrow, which is Wednesday, which is a day late. The game releases today. So it's the first time Amazon has ever let me down. But I have it on PC, and playing it on PC on max settings, the game looks beautiful. It is a very gorgeous game, and at first I got kind of a Lords of the Fallen type vibe from the game, and I'm not really sure why, but I did. That's the first thing I thought of when I started walking around. I was like, man, this looks like Lords of the Fallen. But the more I get into it, the more it really just looks like a very well done, very high-res Dark Souls. And the combat is great. It's just as good as you would expect. I really haven't noticed any differences between Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 in terms of the combat or how fluid it is. It feels exactly the same. It feels like stepping into a pair of old shoes or old jeans. It is awesome. But the difficulty is ramped up. So, from what I understand, there's no despawning enemies. So in Dark Souls 2, if you killed an enemy, I think it was like 12 times, they stop spawning. From what I understand in Dark Souls 3, that's not the case. So it's going to be more like the old school Demon Souls in Dark Souls 1, where every time you reset a bonfire, you reset the enemies no matter how many times you kill them. It's going to keep that difficulty up and keep that tension and that pace up. I did go through and I fought the first actual boss of the game, and it was really, really fun. And actually, I fought it, and then I went and I fought it a couple more times doing co-op. So I put my little summoning sign down, and I got summoned in, and to help some other people beat it, just to get some extra embers and to get some extra souls. And it was really fun. So I got a really good pattern down on the first boss. I like it, and I really like the co-op aspect of the game, which is something I've never really explored in the first couple games. So in Dark Souls 3, I figure now every time I defeat a boss, I'm going to go through and co-op with some people, and just to get some more embers and some more souls. And embers in this game kind of take the place of humanity, whereas that's what you need to be able to become human, so to speak, and be able to summon other people and find summon signs and be summoned and all that type of good stuff. But so far, I'm really enjoying the game. I haven't gotten so far into the game that I can really speak intelligently about it yet, other than the fact that it is really good. It's definitely a lot harder. It's very challenging, but it's also very pretty, and it still has that classic, if I die, it's because it's my fault type of feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap or cheesy just yet. It definitely feels beatable. Every enemy I face feels very beatable. Every area feels very beatable, like there's a way that you need to approach it. I just need to figure out what that is. So every death that I've had so far has been my own fault, and that's classic with Dark Souls. So I'm excited to get back in there. Here's some footage of the game that you guys can watch so you can kind of see what it looks like. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.